Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. So this is Gifted to Crochet and Beads. So in this tutorial we are going to make this dress here. So I'm going to make this dress very simple and it's a step-by-step tutorial. Even a beginners can make it. So all you just need to do is just to follow the procedure in any size that you want to make it with. Just use your measurement. So if the same measurement I'm making the same measurement you are also making, so this is a good luck to you. You just have to stick to the video, and if it is not the same measurement, you just need to work with your own measurement by following the procedure, the steps I'm going to take in this video. Okay, so I also have a matching art for it, which I've already posted the video already. So if you have not watched it, this is the time for you to go and watch the matching hat. This is a bucket hat I make to style with this dress. So I'm going to add the link under the description box, that you can go and click on the description box and look for the link to that tutorial of the hat and make yours. Okay, so yeah, in this tutorial these are what we are going to make use. We are going to make use of our 4mm hook. Also we are going to make use of our stitch marker. Then you are going to make use of this needle. So I will suggest you make use of this needle because it's going to make it easy for you to join the two sides together. You can also make use of it if you are perfect with it, or you make use of this to sew in the two sides of the project. Then after that you are going to make use of your scissors to cut, then measuring tape to take your measurement, and these are the yarns we are going to use for this project. So we are going to make use of wine color, gray color, white, and shade of brown, which is golden, then black color. So these are the colors we are going to use, and all of the yarns are really yarn, which is Nigerian yarn. It's also acrylic and cotton yarn, and is a lightweight yarn with Philip ply. So it is Philip ply. I'm going to double the strands to make it 6 ply because each ply is Philip ply. So join doubling the strands, it will give me 6 ply. So do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Okay, thank you. So let's go straight to the video. So to make this dress, I've already done the half part, which is the half of the front and back panel. So now this is what you are going to do, and it measures 39 inches long. So 39 inches long for the front, 39 inches for the back. You can see how long it is because I fold it together. So you can see when I stretch it, this is how it looks. So 39 inches in this side, 39 inches total, it gives 78 inches long. So that is the longness of it. So for you to make yours, you are going to, if you measure, that is your length, your full length measures 39. If your full length measure 39, so you're going to make a chain that will be up to 39 inches. So let's start. So if your full length is 39 inches, you're going to make a chain that will be up to 39 inches. Remember 39 plus 39 because we're going to make half of the front and the back panel together. So 39 in front, 39 in back, make 78 inches, right? So now you're going to make a chain which will be up to 78 inches. And while I make my chain, I make a total chain of 372. So you're going to make a chain that will be up to 317 chains. 72, sorry, 372 chain. So for you to start with your chain, I'm using double strands like I said. Then you're going to make use of your hook, which is 4mm hook. Then you grab your yarn. This is how I make my knots. So you can make your knots in any way that you like, but this is how I make mine. So once you have already made your knots, you begin to chain. You chain one, 2, 3, 4. So you continue this way till you get to 372 chains. Then I will meet you when I'm done. So this, for example, I've already done mine. I'm just trying to make an example for you. So this, let's assume this is my 372 chains, right? This is my 372 chains now. So you're going to count your own it will be up to 372. So let's assume this is my 372 chain. Then you are going to chain 2 extra, 1 2. So I make an extra 2 chains. You are going to yarn over, you are going to skip that 2 chains, 1 2. Then into the third chain you make your 1 double crochet. You yarn over, you skip 2 1 2. Then into the third you make your double crochet. Make the chain not too tight. I've make mine so tight so it's difficult to enter. So this is how it looks. Then you have 3 loops. You put through 2, then you put through all. So that is how it is. Then you chain 1. Once I've already chained 1, you yarn over, then you skip the first stitch, then into the next stitch you make your 1 double crochet. That's how you continue. You chain 1, you yarn over, you skip a stitch, you skip this, then into the next you make your 1 double crochet. You chain 1, you yarn over, you skip 1 chain, then into the next chain you make your 1 double crochet. So that is how you continue making it to get to the end of your 372 chains, and at the end of everything you have 186 chains. So when you continue making your 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, chain, skip 1 1 double crochet, chain, skip 1 1 double crochet. So we start making it, you continue making it, sorry, to get to the end of the stitch. When you get to the end, at the end of everything you are going to have a total stitches of 186 186 when you count it this way, 1 2 3 4. So you're going to have 186 stitches. Okay, so you continue that way to get to the end, then I will meet you when I'm done. So let me say this is my 186 chains now. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So when I count it, let's assume this is my 186 stitches. Okay, so now you're going to start the next step. The next row you are going to chain 4. 1 2 3 4. So once I've already chained 4, you yarn over, you turn your work, sorry, you turn, then you yarn over, you skip this stitch, into the next, into your 1 double crochet, you make your 1 double crochet. You chain 1, you yarn over, you skip this stitch, then into your 1 double crochet you make your 1 double crochet. You chain 1, you yarn over, into your 1 double crochet you make your 1 double crochet. So that is how you continue to get to your end of the row, and at the end of the row you have 186 stitches. Make sure you don't skip. Okay, so you continue making 1 double crochet, chain 1 1 double crochet, chain 1 1 double crochet to get to the end of the row. Then at the end of the stitch, at the end of the stitch you make your 1 double crochet on the 1 double crochet there. So this is how it looks. So you continue that way. Your row 3 you chain 4 again, 1 2 3 4. So at the beginning of every row you chain 4. That 4 means you chain 3, skip, chain 3, chain 3, chain 1. Okay, then into the next, once I've already chained 4, then on your 1 double crochet you make your 1 double crochet. You chain 1, yarn over, your 1 double crochet you make your 1 double crochet. You chain 1, you yarn over, your 1 double crochet you make your 1 double crochet on it. So that's how you continue making it till you get to the end of the row. So this is how it look at the end of everything. So this is my half of my half measurement. Remember the bust measurement, I'm making use of my hip measurement. Okay, for the hip measurement is 39 inches. Then I have to minus 1 inches out of it, so it will give me 38 inches. So 38 inches, when you divided it by 2, it will give you 19 inches. Okay, so 19 inches, that is for the front and the back panel. The front will be 19 inches, the back panel will be 19 inches, right? So, and I take my half measurement, which is my 19 inches, and I divided it by 2. It now give me 9.5 inches. I don't know if you understand that. Remember that we are making the front and the back panels together. Half of it, okay? Half of the body measurement. So 19, which is the back front measurement, 19 also, which is the back measurement. Since we are doing half of the measurement, so I have to divide the 19 by 2. So it will give me 9.5 inches. So when you take the measurement of this, so this is what I mean. You see, 9.5 inches for half of the body, and the other side after the front panel will also be 9.5 inches. In total, it will give you 19 inches. So that is why I said that when you did the front and because we did the front and the back together, so you are going to have half of it. This half of the back and the front panel, so which give me 9.5 inches. 9.5 inches. So I'm going to repeat it, that same panel again. This for the first panel. So I'm going to make the other panels. For you to make the other panels now, this is what we are going to do. So all you just have to do is that you continue working to get your half of your front panel measurement. Okay, because this half of my half measurement. Okay, so this is my 9.5 inches for half of it. Okay, so I'm going to make the other half of the other side. So if you are working, you divide your measurement by 2. When you get your half measurement, that is for the front panel, divide it by 2. So you work on it. So this is my 9.5 inches, which is half of the length measurement of the body measurement. So now what you are going to do now is you are going to make the other panel. For you to work the other panel, if you prefer, you can make 2 panels. That means if you want the neck to be V, the front should be V neckline, and the back should be V neckline. Like if you want it that way. So I don't want the front and back to be V neckline. So this is what you are going to do for it. Remember, the total stitches I have for this panel is 186 stitches. 186 stitches are the total stitches which I have here. 180. When you begin to count it this way, 1 2 3 to the end, you will have 186. So 186 divided by 2, when you divide 182 by 2, it will give you 93 inches. So you are going to count 93 inches this way. This part will be 93 inches. I don't know if you can see it. You can see how long it is. You see, so we are going to divide it. This part will be 93 inches, 93 stitches. Then this part will be 93 stitches. If you should understand, you can see I've already counted mine. That's why I put my stitch marker there. So when we start for the end, from the end, yeah, you are going to start to count from the first stitch. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So you count it, you have your 93 stitches, because the total stitches there, which I have both from the front, the half of the front and the half of the back, is 86 stitches. So when I divide my 86 by 2, it will give me 93. So I'm going to count it from here to this place. It gives me 93. That is why I put my stitch marker there. I also count it again from this side to where my stitch marker is. It gives me 93 inches. So when you fold it together this way, so this is your, then you get your front and your back panel. So this is my front panel and this is my back panel, if you understand very well. So when you fold it this way, you can see you have your half of your front panel and this half of your back panel. So this is how it looks. So now for you to work the other side of the panel, this is where your stitch marker is, right? So you are going to look for where you want it to be at the back and where you want it to be at the front. Though they are the same, no difference there. So you're just going to pick a side of it. I'm going to pick this side where my stitch marker is. Then I'm going to walk down this side. Then I will leave this other end. I'm going to walk down this place. This will be my back panel. So I want to start making my back panel. Okay. So for you to do that, now you're going to work the back of your neck now. The back of your neck. You're going to remove your stitch marker. Then you insert your stitch marker here. So you insert your hook here. You move your stitch marker, insert your hook here. Then you're going to grab your yarn. So once you've already grabbed your yarn, pull out a loop. So make sure you secure a knot. So make sure you secure a knot. You tie it to make a knot. So once you have already made a knot, you insert your hook into that same stitch again. Then you pull out a loop. Then you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, once I've already chained 4, yarn over. You skip this stitch here. Then into your 1 double crochet, you make your 1 double crochet. You chain 1, you yarn over into the next stitch again. You make your 1 double crochet. So this side now is your back panel. So you continue working down. So you leave this side. This is 180. This is your 93 stitches of the front panel, and this is your 93 stitches of the back panel. So you continue to work it down. You chain 1, yarn over into the next, you make your 1 double crochet. Yarn over, you make your 1 double crochet. So you continue that way till you get to the end of the row, and make sure at the end of the row you have 93 stitches. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So make sure at the end of it you have 93. Then I'll meet you when I'm done. So my last stitch should be 93 stitch. So you're going to skip the first stitch. Remember we chain 4 here. You're going to skip the first chain. So into the third chain you make your double crochet. We have 4 chain. You skip the first one, into the third you make your double crochet. Then you chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You turn your work. So this is the second row of you making the back panel, which will be your neck, which will be the neck space. Okay, so this is your first row. Now I'm going to make the second row. You have already chained 4. Then you yarn over into your 1 double crochet. You make your 1 double crochet there. You chain 1, you yarn over into your double crochet. You make your 1 double crochet there. So that is how you continue in this your second row. So you get to the end. Which is the beginning, which is this place. You continue 1 double crochet, skip on 1 double crochet to get to this place, and make sure at the end you have your 93 stitches. You have 93 stitches. So this is your row 2. I've already done the row 1, and this is your row 2. Then you make it to get to your third row. So at the end of your third row, I'll meet you right there. So I'm done with the rows. I make a total rows of 8 rows. Remember I said 3 rows, but when I make my 3 rows, I realized that I didn't get up to the neck space that I need. So I'll make it up to 8 rows. If you should count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 rows. So this is better for the neck space. Okay. So now for the neck. So this is cool for you. So for the next row, so now you're going to work a chain now that is going to give us the same amount of the front panel. Remember, now we are done with the next space, so we are going to do the other half. Remember, this is one half here of the body, and we are going to make the other half of the body, which is something like this. Okay, so now we have already done the chain up to here, which is 93. So now we are going to make a chain that will be 93 chains. Remember, the stitches here is 93 stitch, right? So we are going to make a chain that will be up to 93 stitch, that will give us the same length to this. Okay, so you are going to chain. Once you have already made yours and you have it to this line, 8 rows, how many rows you want, you can make it 7, 5, depending on how wide you want it to be. If you want it more wider, you make it up to 10 rows, but I notice it's perfect this way. So now we are going to make a chain. I am going to start by counting 1. I'm going to count 93 chains. Remember, we are going to chain 1 double crochet, chain 1 double crochet, sorry, 1 double crochet, skip 1 double crochet, skip 1. Remember that. So we are going to count 93. 93 times 2, it will give you 186. So it's 186 chains we are going to count. Okay, because as I'm counting, this is my 93 chains, and I realized that I didn't have the same length of this. So I have to now go back and realize that is 186, because 93 times 2 is 186. So I'm going to count 186 chains. Then I'll meet you when I'm done. This is my 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. So here is my 186 chains. You can see it's up to the length. So this is 186 chain. So you are going to start working your 1 double crochet downwards. So what you are going to do, you are going to yarn over, then you skip the first, second stitch, the first and second stitch, then into the third stitch you work in your double crochet, then you chain 1, yarn over, you skip this, into the next you make your double crochet, you chain 1, yarn over, you skip you skip this, into the next you make your double crochet, you repeat it, you chain 1, yarn over, you skip the next stitch, into the next you make your double crochet. So you continue making it till you get to here, to get to this place. So make sure when you get here you have 93 stitches. Okay, then I'll meet you when I'm done. I've done my 93 stitches. You can see, if you should count, see, this is the beginning. So I count it from here to the end, it give me 93. So you're going to continue working it to get to the other, to this place. So for us to continue, so we already got our 93 here, so you're going to continue the next. I've already chain 1, you turn your work into the first double crochet here, then you're working with your double crochet, you chain 1, yarn over, your double crochet, you work your double crochet there. So that's how you continue working double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, to get to the end of the row. And make sure at the end of the row here you have 93, here you also have 93 stitches. So that's how you continue making it to get to this same row here. How many rows do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 rows. So I'm going to make 22 rows here also. 22 rows. This is your first row. So you keep working it up, down, to get to your 22 rows. So the same rows you have here, that is what same rows you are going to have in this place. So you continue working it down, work it from this place down, from here down, then continue, come back again, continue working it till you get the same rows here, which is 23. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22, which is 22 rows. So you work it up and down, up to get to 22 rows. Then when I'm done with my 22 rows, I'll make sure, so make sure at the end of every stitch you get 186 stitch. Then I'll meet you when I'm done. So I'm done with my 22 rows. So if you count it, each rows 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 till this end, it's 22 rows and it's 93 stitches in each stitch. 1 2 3 4 5 is 93 stitches. Same with the other end. You know that we have two panels for the front panel. So this is the half panel of the front and this is the back panel. You can see this is the neckline. So this is how it looks. So let me show you how it looks on the mannequin. So when you style it, you can see how it looks on the mannequin. So this is how it looks on the mannequin. Join this place together, then let's turn the back. So look at how it is at the back. You can see how it is at the back. You can see the neck. So this is how it looks on the body before we start joining the parts together. So let's start. So that is how it is. Then now we are going to add more rows to each side. This end here, we are going to add more rows in this side and to the other side of the panel. So if you want to add more rows, you can add more rows, but if you don't want to, you can leave it this way. You can just join it together this way and be styling it this way. But if you want the arm to come down more, like I want it to be like 10 inches long, like for the sleeves I want it to be 10 inches long. So if you want it 10 inches long, so I'm going to add more rows. So for me, I want it to be 10 inches long for the sleeves. I'm going to use these colors to hit. I'm going to make 12 more rows so that it will give me 10 inches long for the sleeves. 10 inches long, though it's sleeveless, so I just want the sleeve to just drop, so I'm going to add this sleeve, making use of this color for the sleeves. I will make 12 rows of it so that it will give me 10 inches long for the dropping of the sleeves. So you can leave it this way if you want, or you can continue to make more rows to it. You can continue making it with this same color, or you can switch to any color of your choice. So let's start. So this is the yarn I'm using, this color. So for you to continue, you're going to yarn over for the last sleeve. You see the last sleeve here, yarn over, insert your hook here, you pull out, you pull through having two loops, then grab your yarn, then you pull out, then you make your chain. Remember, you are going to chain 4. You chain 4. This one, 2 3 4. So you chain 4. Then you make sure you cut off this yarn, cut it off. Then you turn your work. So you turn your work to this side, then yarn over that same stitch. You continue with the same pattern. You yarn over into your 1 double crochet, you make your 1 double crochet, chain 1, you yarn over into your 1 double crochet, you make your 1 double crochet, chain 1, you yarn over, you make your 1 double crochet. So that's how you continue. So I'm going to make 12 rows using this color, that the 3 colors, which is this and this. So I'm going to switch by using these colors. So since I'm making 12 rows, each rows I'm going to use 3 rows in each color. 3 rows for this, 3 rows for this, 3 rows for this, and 3 rows for the hash color. See, I have my 12 rows. So I'm going to do that in this side and to the other side of the sleeves. So I'm going to make it in this other sides and also in this side. 12 rows here, 12 rows here. So when I'm done, I will show you how it looks like. 12 double crochet at the sleeve, so you can see how it looks. I put it on the mannequin so you can able to see it very well. You can see I'll make it with the colors around the sleeves. So 12 rows for the color, you can see. So this is time for us to join it, and for you to join it, you're going to join it with this where your wine color ends. You can see where the wine color ends. So there is where you start. You join both this side and this other side. You join both of them together this way. So you're going to make use of your needle, of your sewing needle. That's what you're going to use to join it together. Then after joining the both sides, you're also going to join the front together. So remember when I said that we are going to have a v-neck for it, so you just have to sew it to where you want your v-neck to stop. So this is where I want it to be, up here. So it's left for you to put it in between or up. It's your choice, any way you want it, but just make sure that it gives you that v-neck so you can able to enter your head whenever you are putting it on. So that is how it is. You're going to join this together, then we are also going to join this together. So let's start. We're going to join the sides together. So for you to join the side, this side you are going to do. So you are going to turn the dress into the right side, to the right side. You can look at it very well. There will be the wrong side and the right side. Okay, so this is how I usually identify my right side to my wrong side. Look at it. I don't know if you can see it too clearly. You can see this side fold in. That means this is the right side and this is my wrong side. So this is my right side. This fold this way. So this is my wrong side and this is my right side. So I'm using this as my right side. So we are going to join the sleeve together. So this is how we are going to look, place it equally. Just face it to the right side. Using the right side, I'm going to join it by the right side. So let me see. This you are going to make sure that you place it very well and everything is equal. You can see it's equal. And the side, this down part is also equal. So make sure that everything is equal. Then you are going to measure my armhole, measure 20 inches. So 20 inches divided by 2 to give us 10 inches, right? So you are going, once you have already placed place it very well and everything is equal, then you are going to measure it this way using your measuring tape. So this is where my 10 inches is, right? So you are going to place your stitch marker there. Place your stitch marker there to identify where your 10 inches is. So this is my 10 inches here. Okay, so now you're going to count the stitch from here to the beginning. So this counts 24. This counts 24. From where your stitch marker is to this place is 24. Then plus this place, which give you the line of the neck, yeah, make it 25. So from here to here is 25. So that give you 10 inches. So if you measure yours, you put your stitch marker there, count it from where your stitch marker is to where your neck is. So you have to make it equal, that everything is equal, both to the down part is equal before you take your measurement, your armhole measurement. So this give me 24. plus this one, making 25. So I'm going to turn it to this other end here, the back side. So you're going to turn it to your back side now. So you're going to also count 24 here. Remember, here to this, from here to here is 24. So this mark it as 25. They are going to turn to this side and count 24 stitches here. Then you put your stitch marker there. Count it 1, 2, 3, 23, 24. So this is your 24 here. You are going to put your stitch marker here, making 24. Count it again: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You can see 24, and this place make it 25. So you have 24 stitches here, 24 stitches here. Okay, so this marks your arm hole. So this here, so mark out of arm hole. Now we are going to mark this down part. Remember, there will be a slit there. You're going to have a slit here, because when you close it, it will not make you to walk freely. So you're going to leave a slit. So for the slit, I count a stitch 25, 25 here, 25 stitches here, then 25 stitches here. So you just start to count from the down part. This way you count it. Make sure that it's equal. Okay, you count your down part: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 24, 25. So this is my 25. You're going to put your stitch marker there. So I mark 25. I put my stitch marker there. Let me see what measures. So it measures, you can see it measures 9 inches. 25 stitches marked, measure 9 inches. So I'm going to count, since you have already counted 25 stitches here, then you are going to repeat it to the other side and count 25 stitches here. 24, 25. So this can mark my 25 stitches. So we have 25 in this place, to 25 in this place. Now you are going to join everything together. So for you to join, I'm going to make use of my needle. I'm going to make use of this sewing needle to join it together. You can see it has a bigger height. So I'm going to make use of this color, because this is the main color of the dress. So I'm going to make use of this. I'm going to pass it through the eye. So once you have ready, make sure that you have a long yarn, a long rope that will be enough for you to join it. Then you are going to make a knot, and secure a knot. So if you can, once I've already secured a knot, make sure that it equals. You can see this is where the knot is, and this is it. Then you need to join it. So for you to join it, you are going to start from this place, or you start from the beginning, anywhere your choice. So let's start from the upper side where your stitch marker is. Okay, so you're going to sew, you are going to start joining it by using this part. Let me zoom in so you can see very well. This color of yarn, where your main color stopped, this way is stopped. So you are going to start passing it through the stitch here. You can see this is where your stitch marker is, so you pass it through, and this is the other side where your stitch marker is. So this is where your stitch marker is also, in this part. So you are going to pass it through the stitch there, then you drag it, you pull your yarn, don't pull it through, so just make out little from the yarn. Then you are going to pass it again through the next stitch. This is the next stitch there, pass it, and this is the next stitch where this is where you pass it through in the previous side. So this is the next stitch you are going to pass your yarn, your needle, then you pull through. So this is where your knot is. So in between, you pass it in between this way. Pass it. Then you begin to join both using the next stitch to the next stitch. This is the other next stitch here. Pass it. Then this is the next also. Then you pass it. So this is how you continue making it. You get to where your stitch marker is at the other side. So you pass it. This is the next stitch here. And so this is where your needle is. This is where you pass through your needle. Then this is the next stitch. Pass it. And make sure that you pull it so tight so that everything is stitched together. So that is how you continue sewing it till you get to where your stitch marker is here. So I've already done the other side. I've already done this side. You can see how it is. So you see how neat it is. So this is my stitch marker. This is where I stopped. I start from here. I start joining it from here. Then I stopped here where my stitch marker is. You can see this is where my stitch marker is, and that is where it ended. So this is the slit. Okay, so that is how you continue to do the other side. Continue joining from stitch to stitch till you get to the end where your stitch marker is. Then I'll meet you when I'm done. I have two stitches left. So this is the next stitches. Yeah. Then yeah. And this last stitch where my stitch marker is. The last stitch where my stitch marker is, I insert my hook there. And the last stitch in the other side, I'll put my stitch marker there. We are going to pull it so tight. So this is how it is. You stretch it this way. So this is how it looks. Then you are going to stitch it back so that it make it more secure. So you are going to stitch it, then you move to the next, then you stitch it again. So you have a very secure so you continue making that you get to where your stitch marker is, or if your yarn as your thread has already short, it's not long enough, so you can just pass it through, this way. So let me assume so this outstretch is it is. So let's assume your yarn has finished, is not long enough to continue, so you just have to just pass it through the stitches this way. See the way I'm passing it through. You just have to just pass it through the so you have a secure end. Then you pass it. Make sure that you have a secure end. So you can cut it off. So you just have to cut it off this way. So you can now remove your stitch marker. Then cut off your excess yarn. If you have, you cut it off. Before you cut it off, you have to join them. You have to make a knot. Then you cut it off. Then you can don't take your, you can use your lighter to just make a slight bond, just slight bond. And so that's how you cut all the excess. You have to cut it off. Then just a slight bond, then a slight bond, just bond it. So that's how it is. So this is time for us to join the front, both sides together. Them together, you can see the neck. So you're going to join it. So for you to make the mark the neckline, you are going to make use of your uh, measuring tape to mark it. I want it to, my neckline is 7 inches, so you can put it in anywhere. You can measure your size of your neckline where you want the V to stop. So this is 7 inches and a half. I want it to be the neckline. So 7 inches and a half. You're going to take your stitch marker. Then you mark your 7 inches and a half. So you repeat it here. So you are going to count it now. You see how many stitches you have here, then you count it here also. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a 20 stitches here, 20 stitches. You are going to count here also. You are going to count 20 stitches out of it. So let's start counting from here. This should be the next here. The first stitch here, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. So this is my 20 stitches here. So you are going to put your stitch marker there. So you can see. So now you are going to join in. So this is your neck line. You start joining it from where your stitch marker is. So you place it together. So you just make use of one stitch marker to join them both. So this is it. So this is the right side. Okay, these are the right side. So you are going to turn it to the back side. That means to the wrong side. You are going to turn it to the wrong side when you are about to join the front. So you are going to join it using the wrong side. So you join it, you turn it to the wrong side. You see how it looks. So you turn it to the wrong side. Then you start to join. You place it this way. You start from the down part before till you get to the neck. So start from the down. So you join it this way. Then grab your hook and your yarn. This is your hook and your yarn using the double strands. So you start from the downside to give you equal ends. So you place it from the first stitch, then to the second, to the other first stitch, other panel, then pull out, you chain 1, single crochet into all the next stitch there. So this is the stitch, then the next stitch here, then you single crochet, the next stitch, and the next stitch here, the single crochet, the next stitch, and this is the next stitch here, the single crochet, So you continue single crochet until you get to where your stitch marker is. Then I'll meet you right there. So you're going to hide your yarn by passing it through your tape, your darning needle. Then you pass it through your stitches. Pass it through. Insert your hook here. You pull out just a loop, just a rope. You know, we have two strands there. Then you pull out a strand of yarn. Then you secure a knot. Okay, just to have a secure. Then you cut it off with your scissors. You can make a slight bun, just a slight bun. So this is how it is. This is how the neck is. Then you turn it to the right side. So this is how it is. It's time for us to make the fringes that will be at the end. I'm using this hard book to unwind this yarn for the fringes. So let's take the measurement. Let's see what it measures. It measures 8.3 inches. So you can make use of any book you have or jotter, or you can make use of your hand. So anything that you know is comfortable for you. So let's start by unwinding here. So I'm going to place it this way. And then I'll be doing it this way. So I'm done unwinding it. So this is the end of it. Make sure that when you are doing it, don't make it so tight so you're able to cut it off. So I'm going to cut it off this way. This is where my yarn ends. So I'm going to cut it off here from this place. So to make the fringe for the dress, I take a total 5 strands of yarn. 5 strands of yarn. So I'm going to start from the beginning to be the color for this. So you are going to insert your hook backwards. You're going to put it this way. Okay, then you make sure that your yarn is equal. Then pull out a loop. So you pull out a loop. Once you pull out the loop, then remove your hook. So you make use of your finger. Make use of your finger and grab. Make use of your finger this way. Then you pass it. Then pull it out. So this is your first strand of fringe. See? That's it. Then you make another one. You take 5 strands of yarn. So here is my 5 strands of yarn. Then make it equal. Your hook. Then skip the stitch. You skip this the stitch. Then move into the next stitch, which will be the third stitch. So into this third stitch, you make your fringe. Pull out a loop, then make it wide enough. So you make use of your finger, then pat it out, then pull it. Then skip the next into the third stitch, into the third, you skip the next, then into the third, you make your fringe using your 5 strands of yarn. Make sure that it's equal. Then into the third, you make your, so that's how you continue making it. After you make it, you skip a stitch, then into the next, you make your fringe. You skip a stitch, into the next, you make a fringe. That's how you continue making it to get to the end of it. So when you get to this part where you have different color, you have your black, your nude, your white, and your gray, you make use of black yarn as your fringe. Yeah, then to the nude, you make your nude color yarn white, you make it gray, you make use of your gray color on this side. So when you get to this side, make use of your main color, which is the wine color, any color you are working for. So you make it, and then I'll meet you when I'm done with it. So this the front and this is the back. You can see it's same.
So I'm done with the fringes. So this is the time for you to trim. You make sure that you trim all the edges equally. You can see the way I'm doing it. So you keep on trimming all the ends. Here is the final result, guys. So thank you for watching. Do well to share, comment, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And this is also the matching earring for the gown. So if you want the tutorial for earring, drop it in the comment section.